Hi, this is Mrs. Hibbert and welcome to Brush Ninja. So we're going to go over the tutorials on how to, again, use some of our tools here on Brush Ninja. The first and most important is always our settings, which if you remember, settings always looks like that little gear wheel. So if we click on our settings to review that, we're going to go right to left. Our editor, which can kind of change just the background color of what's around us, just to make ourselves feel good about what we're looking at. Our animation, our frames per second, how fast or slow our animated GIF is going to play back for us. I'm going to slow that down a bit because remember we said around between 6 and 8 is usually about a good speed. I'm going to click apply to make sure that takes. Now I can have one of two things for my background, and that's now we're talking about this white space in here. That's our actual frame. If I come back to my settings, my background can be a color, and I can select from anything in here will change that color, or I can move my bar to change that color. And I can select a color and make the color my background, or I can come in here and I can search for an image and say I want to be, I think we'd all like to be on a beach right now. Click on beach and I can select, let's get a nice palm tree in here. I can select a beach and say use this image. Now that's the image. Remember the image or that background does not move. It's only what I draw. Now if we come up to our tools, I have a pencil, shape, line, eraser, text, and this is our magic tool that makes all the magic happen. For our pencil, right down here, we have different sizes and different transparencies. Then on our right, we have our colors. To change your colors, they can go lighter or darker. And then here's our thickness. We have shapes. Now the trick to drawing shapes is I have to hold down and I have to drag. Hold down with that left mouse button and drag. If I want to change the color of the shape, click on my color before I start, hold down my shape and drag. If I don't like the placement of that, I have to undo at the top here and I have to try again. You can't move it once you place it. Our next tool is our line tool. And I can, again, use the thickness here. I wanted to put that on here, say if I'm making a person. I tend to use the pencil to make eyes because it can make nice quick dots. Oop, missed my dot. Click quick enough. If I needed to erase anything, say my arm was too long or I wanted to have her going into the water, maybe I'll have her go into the water down here. I'll start erasing just a little bit as I go. I have my text tool. Again, the size of the text, where I could click in and start making text on my page. But where the magic really happens is right here with our movement tool. And to really make the movement happen, whoops, I'm not using text here. I'm going to cancel this out with the X. I'm going to come down here at the bottom. I have to make more than one frame. To keep everything I've done, I'm going to use my duplicate. And now I'm going to take my movement tool here. I can move, I can rotate, and I can shrink. I'm going to start with moving her over a little. I'm going to duplicate. I can rotate her, and that's moving up and around. You know what? I need to know where she was before, so I'm going to turn on that onion skinning to see where she was before. I can see she was right here before. Just turned her a little. And I'm going to start shrinking to give her the effect of going to the beach. I'm going to shrink, and then I'm going to make a new one. I'm going to shrink, make a new one, and I'm going to move her up a little so it makes her look like she's heading towards that water. Make a new one, shrink. Now if I play that back, I'm going to get that effect. If I'm ready, I'm going to export.